Happy Saturday emergency service call. I have this facility that was straight to 11 saying the building's dining up, the building's burning up, the dining room's hot, the kitchen's hot. I asked for some basic recon stuff. It didn't look like the dining room right unit. These two are fairly new, they're a year old. That unit I don't think is running. Thermostat is calling and it's, yeah, well, no, it's running now. So we'll see. This is a prep unit. Okay, not great. Also, that belt looks super loose. But when I got here, the dining room AC said it was 71, and it was. And the kitchen AC was set for 71, and it was. So, not frozen up. Not frozen up. What's going on? All right, I'm gonna go back downstairs with my thermal camera, see what's coming out the ducts. Because as of right now, all of these units are cooling. We should be getting cold air. I've got a lot of heat coming off everything. This fan is spinning backwards, right? No, it's not spinning backwards. It's just only discharging around the edges. So this unit's got to go. This kitchen unit has been, I have bypassed all of the intelligence. We're running 2-stage cooling in the kitchen right now, and it is. I've got nice sweaty lines. She just shut off. Why did she just shut off? Maybe she shut off because I opened this and she went off on high head pressure. We'll find out. I've bypassed the intelligence of the board, but I still have the safeties in play. So we shall see whether it just satisfied or what. Yeah, I mean, we've got 2-stage cooling going. I don't feel that and feel a refrigerant issue. It's satisfied. I set it for 70 and it hit 70. Set it for 68. We should have cooling right now and it's 70. So let's go see what we're on. Right side of the dining room is 69 degrees. There's your kitchen AC, by the way. Right. Right. Here's your back of house AC. It's been running for a few minutes, and now the prep area is outputting 59. And the kitchen is outputting 61. And our dining room AC is outputting 55. So tell me where the problem is, guys. Here's your problem. You don't have a remote temperature probe. It's measuring the dining room temperature and not the kitchen. The kitchen right now is 78 degrees. I have a probe hanging in there. But S1, S2 needs to be. So, easiest thing to do is going to be to pull this cable up, pull this wire up, run it into the kitchen, drop it back down. We put the thermostat in the kitchen. We'll solve the problem. Say the top part of this freezer, everything's okay, but the bottom isn't. Well, where does the bottom get its cold air from? Right. Exactly. And sure enough, this stuff is getting soft because the top is hogging all the cold air. All right, so I'm gonna pull, I think I'm gonna pull a real hoobity. So right, dining room right is off, and so is the kitchen. So what I think I'm gonna do, see this thermostat wire, how much I got here, where it runs out. I'm gonna drop a thermostat down the return. That will give us an immediate solution. Stand by, let's see. Kitchen 71 right now. And it's on weight because I pulled the faceplate off, but you can see here. All right, this is already a real cluster, but I'll give you the lowdown if you missed it last time. What I have is the cooling circuit of this board died, and so did the fan circuit. So I have, gosh, let's get this figured out. All right, this black wire is coming off of, yeah, so that's the 24 volts running to the cooling circuit. So what happens is, I'm powering my thermostat. I'm gonna have to tie in my red to this red, okay? And then I'm gonna pull this yellow out and I'm gonna put my yellow in, so that when my thermostat calls, it energizes this, and that energizes the 24 volt coil. And then my green, I think I've long since, let's see, which is my green, there you go, is there. So easy peasy, my green's going in here to energize the blower contactor, my yellow's going in here to energize the cooling contactor, and my red's gonna meet with that red. And then my thermostat's taking over. Now when I fire this up, let's see if my thermostat wakes up. It's not together right. So actually the wiring was correct. You don't get a visual unless you have batteries. You don't get to see the screen. So when I turn this off, there we go. We're gonna leave the fan on. We're gonna set it for cool. We're gonna set it for, say, 73. And that's a wrap. Now I'm gonna drop this in the return. Okay, so now the more you know, the more things start to make sense. So this unit is the one that keeps freezing up, and that's because it never stops running, because the kitchen AC drops out all the time because of the dining room. This problem got worse in the last year because we replaced the dining room AC units. So we put in efficient units that don't run very often. So the dining room maintains 70 degrees without a whole lot of running. And so that satisfies the kitchen. So my temporary rig will work. I want to put the proper thermostat in a good place. So we're going to come back during the week and do that. But for now, have a good weekend.